Yeah, I always pictured I would be one of the greatest. Become every sense of the word and stun on those who hate it. Something that I was given, my parents that couldn't take it. Resilience to every stone that was cast, I demonstrated. Every stone I put in bracelets. Beauty underrated. Was told to believe if you're not a scholar, get a dish. I'm bored like you in the league, only way that people pay.
Welcome to the Rob and Rob for Life podcast. I'm your gracious host, Rob Bruin. You know, this is the podcast for the culture, Black media, Black athletes, and Black excellence. I'm here with my good brother, Rob McLean. What's the word, bro?
What it do, my brother? Bro, I don't know how you going to introduce this person because she literally does everything.
That's a fact. We got Queen Fee in the building, poet, artist, and now she killing it in the kitchen with the chefing game. What's going on? Fierra Staley, what's the word?
Hi, hey everybody. I'm just excited to be here.
That's a fact. Good energy. So just as a Black woman right now, just tell me just how you feeling with like everything that's going on. Cause you like a super Black Panther.
You already know. So actually like I want to say for like the past, maybe not like this week, but like last week and probably like for maybe like 3 weeks, I was feeling real stressed out. I went to a protest. And sometimes like when you start doing things or you're trying to see how you can like impact what's going on, and it feel like you're like nothing you can personally do besides put a hashtag on something. It started to really, when you really care, it really starts to like get to you. So for the past couple of weeks, like I haven't even been in like a good mood. And then like seeing like being on social media, like I think it's important to be active and speak out about what's going on. But I also feel like it's important to take breaks because the videos that I have been seeing, it really like took a toll on me, especially when I started seeing like all these videos of Black women getting like hit and beat up and people just laughing, and even the whole Breonna Taylor situation, it really like took a toll on me personally, and I had to take a step back for a little bit. But yeah, it definitely has impacted me, but it also makes me want to do more and stay active in my communities and stuff. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, that's mad important because it's just like you said, it's a lot going on right now. And like you say, you just have to take that time off of social media just to decompress because it could be draining, you know, like we were saying earlier. So like it literally be to a point where you just really want to just dead delete your Instagram. You know what I mean? But then you you end up downloading that app again. But I definitely feel what you're saying 100% with that.
Yeah, it feels like every day is something new that's going on.
Nah, it's a fact. So, Fee, you dropped the Queen Fee video a few years back. I believe 2017 to be exact.
Yes.
Break that
Video
down for us. It was smooth. It was
clean. It was clean.
Yeah. We want to know, you got a ghostwriter or did you write your own lyrics?
Absolutely not. Ghostwriter, okay? No. But absolutely don't have a ghostwriter. I rap here and there, but it's not something that I've like taken like super serious. Because I feel like I have important things to say, but sometimes I don't want it to be overshadowed by the actual music. So that's why I stay more in my spoken word lane. But when I did the Queen Fee video, I just thought it was a good opportunity. I was in Columbia, South Carolina, knew a lot of Black women, was launching Fever Fest, which is for Black artists in the community, giving them a platform to showcase their talents. And so I thought it would be like some really great content to add to the marketing of Fever Fest. So when we dropped it, because I actually recorded it maybe like a year or two before I actually did the video. So yeah. So, you know, I recruited all the Black women I knew, told them to
and they was outside.
So they came too. I was so happy.
Was outside.
Like, no, I didn't have to beg anybody. Like they showed up for me. And even the white people that you see in the video, they're definitely allies to the movement and didn't mind being a part of it either. And I was gracious to have them as well. But I just wanted something that kind of like could stand the test of time, even on a beat that has been out forever. So I think I did that. I had my whole city came out. I did it.
Nah,
I
they was
recorded at
out.
home.
Gotta represent. Gotta
You know,
represent.
Demar came out for your girl. I was excited. So we made it happen.
What really inspired the video?
It literally is supposed to be like a spin on cultural appropriation without it being like so direct. So I'm an artist, and I feel like in history they've whitewashed a lot of our history, and so the context of the video is basically just to show us taking back our power. So the guy in the video is seeking to buy my art to sell it as his own, and so he finessed them.
You did
Yeah,
get
and it
finesse.
was dope. So yeah, I was like, let's do it real light, but you know, still put on for, you know, my people.
Yeah, and I picked up on that, how you just trying to take your art away, and that's something that they normally do. They're taking our art, our lyrics, our flow, just our culture in general, and they don't want to help us or support us. So what you feel about that? Them just trying to take our stuff and not support us?
I think it's important that while we don't seem to have all of the power when it comes to people glamorizing what's been ghettoized, is that we take our power back by supporting our own. And so while there are many companies who have created revenue, and many families and many businesses and many brands who have taken Black culture, insulted it, and then use it as their own, we have to start using our power to just support the people that look like us, support our own culture, because, you know, the reason these people are so big is because what they didn't teach us, they used against us, and then we went and, you know, we buy the Gucci, we buy the Louis, we buy, you know, we watch the, well, I don't, but you know, people watch the Kardashians, and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason why a whole family who has made their money off of characterizing Black women should be making more money than like popping Black women. You know what I'm saying? But the things, yeah. So
You said something very important, just supporting our own culture. And I feel like sometimes we could be against ourselves, just fighting with each other. We just got to stop doing that.
Right. I think that we have to have a lot more empathy for each other, and definitely a lot more patience. I see a lot of stuff, especially on social media, where people are like, you know, I try to support Black-owned businesses, but they woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, you can't generalize the Black community. Like, the Black community is not monolithic. If we're gonna preach to white people how we are not all one person, or we're not all the same, like, we also have to honor how different we really are. And so when you have a single bad experience, you know, it's harmful for you to perpetuate that as a Black stereotype yourself. So I disband myself. Like, I tell people all the time, like, especially girls, you know, we get our nails done and stuff. You're like, I try to go to a Black nail tech, and she took forever, or whatever. And I'm like, how many times an Asian person, I've been in a nail salon and like got up and walked out, because, you know, the energy, there are some that are nice, but there are some that are like, if you Black, they treat you different, like, oh, they gonna be a problem.
I know they be talking on the side.
Right. And so I'm
talking
like,
that hot shit. Why they doing it?
And you don't even know what they're saying, so you can't really, you know.
Nah, that energy be different. I'll get up in a second, like, what? But the thing is, if you get bad experience anywhere, if you go to a Walmart on this side of town and it's horrible, or you go to a nail person on this side, Korean nail salon on this side of town and it's horrible, you find another one. So instead of bashing a Black business, if that Black business don't do it for you, find another Black business. Like, yeah.
We definitely do. We do that a lot, and I'm not gonna front. It's like we want to put the money back into our communities and our people, but it's awkward that we get so frustrated so quickly. you know,
Right.
with our own. And just like you were saying, it's imperative that we do that. So yeah, we really do got to stay on that, because that shit definitely could be real
Because
frustrating sometimes.
it's embedded in us
Yeah,
to
it's in
like
your
project.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's offend
And we buy the products the most.
you.
So we
exactly.
stop buying it. You're not gonna have no money, and money is everything. Money is really power.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. It really is. We make everything hot. Like we literally in one era we made t-shirts hot. Like
Fire.
we made t-shirts
Super
hot.
It's a
fire.
fact.
Okay.
It's a fact.
Like,
Black
and
is
I think
beautiful.
we need to start embracing that. Like Louis only hot cause black fly niggas put on, you know, Louis and
Yeah.
Gucci, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact. It's true.
So yeah, we gotta switch it up
We
on
gotta
them.
tap into that space. Now it's true.
Yeah.
Definitely. Let's talk a little bit about your creative space. We need some advice on that. Cause sometimes when like I'm editing stuff, I don't want to go nowhere but just stay on the laptop and just finish what I'm doing. That could be bad, that could be good. What's your creative space like?
Oh man. So
Set the
one,
scene.
my entire anytime I move in a place, that's ever been to my apartment, I fill my apartment up with my art. So it looks like pretty much like a museum in here. So I'm
That's fire.
constantly being inspired. But my art is pretty much influenced by like however I'm feeling. So most of the time, like if I'm in an emotional space, then I'm a write. If I'm in a like prosperous space or I'm feeling real positive, I'm a paint. And for me, I have to get it done when I feel it. And I will sit and like work on a painting for hours. Even if I started at 10 o'clock at night, I'm not gonna like until that mood leaves me, I'm there.
You on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be stressing you out sometimes though.
No, because it's free for me. Like
Mm.
my artistry is what I love because it just feels so free. Like yours may be a little more technical. It has a more technical aspect to it, so it might not work for you. But for me, it's like there's no rules to what I'm doing,
Yeah.
so
That's
I can make it as wild as I want it to be, or you know,
Yeah, free to
it's
express
finished whenever I
yourself.
stop. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yo, Fee, so tell me, when did you really recognize that you had that creative gene?
Oh man, probably since I was younger. Like, so I have. Don't want to get this wrong. I have 6 sisters.
Me out here like I got 9 sisters. Like,
You
what?
know, I don't 47. Like, no, I have 6 sisters and 1 brother. And ever since I was younger, my dad brought us a camera when we was younger, and we like wrote these little scripts. We would have fake like Ricky Lake, Oprah Winfrey shows. Like we
Word?
got to come,
That's
yeah.
fire.
Like we have so many like videotapes of us when we were younger that I never want anybody to see. You know?
Some weeks, some throwbacks.
Yeah, we even made a movie called Fatuous Movie. It's a parody of all the like movies we had watched during that time period. And it came out
That's
pretty
crazy.
good for some little kids. But ever since then, like we would like write little invitations to our neighbors for them to come to our porch and watch us put on a show. And you know, them older people really had a lot of patience because like, now here they go again. I'm gonna walk down here. But they would
A
come.
wig.
They would come and watch us no matter what we did. And so yeah, I've always had like a creative spirit. And my parents pretty much like promoted that. And when it came to like my art, I got into art in the 4th grade. The legendary Leo Twiggs came to my school and he just showed us how to like paint some hands, and he showed us some of his art. And, you know, I come from like a low income community, so we didn't really get a lot of opportunities. And I'm sure at the time, I didn't know how important he was to Black art, but he is very important to it. And that was the moment I was like, oh, I want to be an artist. But when I went back to school and I told my teacher that I wanted to be an artist, she was like, you ain't gonna make no money from art. how you gonna do, she started like
It's
asking
mad
all these
negative
questions. Yeah, and so it
that you
made
didn't
me,
have the answers to.
yeah, and so I was just like,
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Bad energy.
yeah.
That's
So
bad
I
Yeah,
told her, I
energy.
was
that's
like,
trash.
I stopped saying I wanted to be an artist. And then eventually I stopped painting or I stopped drawing. And it wasn't until I was out of school that I painted my first portrait. Like I was like 20 something. And I did a painting of Angela Davis that was really huge. I posted it at my art show for my birthday. I did a Fever Fest, my very first Fever Fest, and I sold that painting for $1,200.
Oh,
And I
that's
just
what's up.
thought, yeah, but I really
Money in the
thought, like,
bank.
imagine if that person hadn't questioned me to the point that made me feel like I didn't need to be an artist when I was in the 4th grade. Imagine if I had just, somebody had poured into me so that I could continue to want to be an artist.
Yeah.
Then I would be further along than I am now as far as art is concerned, because this is all it took. I just took my time and put my effort into it, and this is what came from it. And I think we need to do that when it comes to the younger generation now. Like, even if you don't understand it or you don't think it's gonna make you rich, like you still have to pour into kids, because amazing things come from that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, bro.
Not only you're an artist, but you're a poet, a chef now. You got a lot of crafts. We go on and on and on. Which one do you think you're the best at, and where do you see yourself in 5 years with that craft?
Oh, sheesh, the best. I
Or your
think.
favorite?
Okay, I was about
I
to
know
say
the
that.
best is kind of
I feel
hard.
like
The
I'm
best is kind of
defensive.
hard.
But I would say like my favorite is probably. I don't know. It's probably between art and poetry, because I feel like it kind of go hand in hand for me. Like my art is a reflection of my life and my emotion, and so is my poetry. But I feel like I have a way with words, so I'd rather run my mouth. I'd rather talk that talk.
As you should. As you should.
That's a fact. That's what we need. So it's interesting you bring that up because your poetry is super fire, right?
My
And
feelings.
oh yeah, she be in her bag. She be getting to it. So we're gonna break down. First off, why the title On Your Ass?
Cause like they needed to hear this. I feel like not only did they need to hear this, but we needed to hear this. We in this society, like I won't even say like right now because it's been happening, but people dehumanize us as African Americans so much, and even how we end up dehumanizing ourselves. That I think it's important that we give each other words of encouragement in a time where we start to be more focused on like staying alive, or rest in peace, this person or that person. It becomes more like gloomy and sad, and I think we always have to find a way to like remind each other that like, yo, this isn't all that we're not just a bunch of victims. You know what I'm saying? Like we are, but it's not our fault. But we're also very powerful in this world. We've made such an impact, even with all of the obstacles put in our way. So every time I get an opportunity, I'm gonna be on their ass and reminding them, because like this has come full circle. Like don't get it twisted. Like y'all out here with some spooky energy, but
and I got something for that.
Yeah, we on your ass, like it's whatever, So yeah.
So bad. I got a line that I want you to break down for me.
Okay.
Right? you want me to be free? Let me double that tax. Rape all our women and erase all our past. Take 100 steps back, nigga.
Yeah.
Break that down for me. That's good bars. Very, very good bars.
So the first slave movie I ever had to watch in school was a story about Harriet Tubman. And in the movie, her master told her that, if she get a $200 that he would free her, and he stole her money and she was still enslaved. So, then Harriet Tubman became Harriet Tubman. We
Yeah.
on your ass,
Mhm.
okay, I can't do it your way, we gonna get it done anyway. So that's where to take all let me double that tax, rape all your women. So it is a reflection of our struggles and how you did all of these things, and somehow we still here. Like, we still made it this far, we still this impactful, and we on your ass despite y'all continuously making it harder for us to succeed. Like, I'm in the room right next to, your ancestors, despite all of the shit that you just put us through. So that's what that was.
Nah, I
Yeah.
feel that. That shit hit home when I heard you say that. I was like,
Thanks.
oh. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, it's
Dang.
like that. Nah, that's a fact. So you have another poem, obviously. It's called Poetry Undefeated. And I got another line that I want you to break down for me.
Okay.
Someone said my black wasn't beautiful, but
Mm-hmm.
there's beauty in surviving every single fight against your enemy. Succeeding, leading, but remember when that quicksand had you by your ankles and tried to pull you under.
Stop playing with them.
That's good bars, bro.
So
We gotta drink to that one.
this
Oh yeah, let's.
cheers.
Mhm.
But yeah, so that poem, it took me a long time to be able to perform it without being like emotional.
Yeah, I could
Because
tell you was nervous when you performed because you was swaying. Like you was just trying to get it up. I know that feeling because when you're nervous, that's how you trying to get it out. You can't stay still because if you
right.
stay still, it's over. Hey, like that.
Somebody said no.
Yeah, that's a,
But,
Boys going all over the place.
that's a fact. Like, yo, she good?
nah, but that's good. Like, what it was it's about like all of the things that I've been through in my life, not just in a racial way, but just like my experiences, being taken advantage of, experiencing like sexual assault at a very young age for multiple years of my life, and still having to like function and be okay and like persevere for my sisters around me, and for my family and things like that. So when I say like when a quicksand have you by your ankles, it's like that feeling where you feel like this is it, I can't take no more. Like the devil is consuming you. You know what I'm saying? So it'll either kill you, or sometimes it might try to turn you into a different person. And you have to pull yourself up. And sometimes you don't even know how you get there. It's just like the desire to still want more after being through so much. That quicksand have you by your ankles and no one was there. That struggle, like, there's
That
no
should have had
room
you
you can
nervous.
fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it builds you, like
That's
that builds the most, like the strongest people I know.
Mhm.
Even for myself, it's like you don't have nobody to use as an excuse, but you don't have nobody to pull you up. It's just you. And so if you can do it by yourself, it means that much more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that line is about. Yeah.
Do you ever think about if like the roles were reversed between black human beings and the white? Like the impact?
Listen.
Talking about listen.
Go ahead, talk your shit.
You know what's crazy though? I don't think the roles could ever be reversed,
Yeah, I was gonna
because
say that too.
I can't even imagine the roles being reversed, because Black people are so empathetic. Like, when I say that, I'm not talking about myself, because I'm not.
No,
But,
it's
no,
true though. It's
It's
annoying.
true.
like I care about what's right, no matter who the right is for. But when it comes to like just we give people empathy and sympathy, like no matter what. Like there's a picture of some Black man carrying a white supremacist because he got hit or something, and I'm just like,
What's going
that
on?
is what people do, like when Dylan Roof killed all of those people in that church, you know, people stood around and they held hands and they prayed. And prayer is great, but I can't do it. And I don't think that white people would do as a whole, I don't think white people would do that for us because they don't. Like when we die, we have to convince people that we weren't, that we didn't deserve to die. You know what I'm saying? Like if a black person rolled up in a white church and killed 6 white people, he wouldn't have made it to a jail cell. He wouldn't have made it.
He wouldn't have made it out. No,
right.
It's a fact.
And so, you know, I'm just like, if the roles were reversed, the world would probably be a better place because black people are just so empathetic, but they wouldn't be out here struggling or getting beat because that's not even our nature for the most part.
Yo, crazy fact off that, that situation you just brought up. I'm not gonna throw Shorty's name out there, but I go to school with a joint now in my master's program. Her mom passed away in that church.
That's crazy.
Wow.
You talking about the joint in Charleston, right?
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, that shit had hurt my heart for her, bro. Shit is mad sad. I mean, I would never expect to meet, like, that's like 1 in a million. I'm in Syracuse, New York right now. That's like way upstate. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I would meet her, and she's from Charleston, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I would meet her here at that time, I was just like, damn.
Right.
Yeah,
crazy. And that was what? How long ago was that? That was like
I don't know, like
4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm just saying that to say, life is precious. It was crazy though. Sure.
Yeah. That was really
that was spooky.
Like, that was real spooky because I was like, I understand why people don't react the way that, you know, out of anger, but
sometimes you just gotta turn it up.
I understand why people do. And I just you know, everybody say, you know, if that was my mom or if that was my son, yo, we burning it down. And it's easy to say that.
You don't know till you in that situation.
Yeah.
You don't
but
know.
You don't know. But I think I know that I would. But
it's hard just going through all the emotions though, like being there. It's just tough.
Yeah. No, it's totally different. I would never disrespect anybody who lost anyone and say, "Oh, you didn't do what you were supposed to do." You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, like, if somebody unjustly kill me, burn
it's game time.
Down.
All 15 of your brothers and your sisters.
Okay.
Is outside.
Whole family.
Okay.
Whole
and
gang is outside.
You know, I got a rack of black women that be ready to ride. I mean, you know, Breonna Taylor, you know, I'm trying to be patient, but y'all gonna see me going live from Louisville in a little bit, like for real. I'm just like, I think we gonna have to go, and I'm okay with whatever happens.
Time.
Yeah,
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's how I am. So I done been to protests. I done been to what I don't know if you can call it with the Ku Klux Klan came to South Carolina to protest the flag being got that ass beat and went okay. Everybody was so afraid. They was like, "Do not go out there." I'm like, yo, these
we
people
outside.
love to believe that we fear them, and they the weakest people I ever seen in my life.
You know, it's crazy too. When I was going to school down there with you, I never seen so many Confederate flags in my life before. Okay. Confederate flags not in New York like that. At least,
true.
Rod, you be seeing? I don't be seeing them shits. Be honest with you. So like that was different for me.
Driving to Hampton in Virginia. I know I'm in Virginia. When I see that Confederate flag by that gas station, that big something, I don't know. That once I see that flag, I know I'm in VA.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah,
it's crazy.
It's been like that. It's been like that. We had the Ku Klux Klan when I was younger. The Ku Klux Klan rode up our street. And ever since then, like, I had this mentor, Mr. Shabazz, in elementary school. He really taught us about, like, Black power without scaring the white people off, you know, without scaring them about what he was teaching us. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, I just felt so proud. Like, I'm like, I ain't scared of no and Ku Klux Klan.
There's
No,
no
you know what
Mason.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, my mom and them used to call me Fierra-Con.
Talking about Fierra-Con. That's
Fierra-Con.
mad funny. But listen, we have to give the queen her toast. You know, for everything that you've done, everything you're going to do, the poems,
Yes.
more paintings, and just more
cooking.
light to the queen.
More paintings.
He ready for the food. He said
I'm gonna need some of that. When I saw that page though, I got hungry off rip.
Yes, more everything.
And to more success.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Fee, before we let you get out, we need that. Before we let you get out of here, we want to know, in terms of your art, which piece is like your favorite that you created? Yeah, the Muhammad Ali piece that you did really stuck out to me, but which one is like really your favorite?
Right now, can I move my camera so I can show you?
Please.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did this big painting.
Yeah, take us through the gallery.
It's kind of abstract, but
oh, that's fine.
Ooh, hold on. I gotta.
Fee, don't hurt yourself trying to get out the picture. She about to break her neck.
Nah, that's fire.
That's fire. I like that.
Wait, that car on the bottom right?
yeah, it's a police car.
Oh, okay, copy.
It's a police car, and then it's a crucifixion, and then a hanging, and then a hands up, don't shoot. And it's a police car and a Klansman. So, but I definitely have a couple of pieces that's like my favorite.
That's
That's
fire.
tough.
That's fire.
Tough. You selling
Fee,
that?
what's
What's the
that
word?
This is a African tribal mask. I actually did this live at a
That's clean.
sneaker ball. I painted that live, and this is probably like one of my favorites. That's my little abstract Huey P. Newton. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna come over and go shopping.
You got a gift. You got a gift.
Yeah, I gotta.
I need one of those.
I'm posting some new art soon. I got a Marcus Garvey and a Fred Hampton I just did for someone, and I'm gonna do some prints for them. So yeah, got some stuff coming for y'all, and some cooking classes. So
where I sign up?
I have. I'm gonna put the link in my bio.
That's a fact. Yeah. Y'all look at her bio and start playing. Well, I definitely appreciate you, Fee, for stopping by and chopping it up with the gang.
I appreciate you having me.
Rod,
thank you.
You got any more cooking questions you got, or can we let her go home?
Nah, I just really need to learn, bro, because to be honest with you, I couldn't make like pasta and like some fried chicken for real.
Listen, I'll get you right. I have patience. I'm gonna have some patience with y'all non-cooking people, and we gonna get y'all on the level. Need it. You know, we gonna get you on the level.
All right, man. It's the Rob and Rob for Life podcast. We out of here.
All right, bye, y'all.
For life.
Black love.
A boy like you in the league, only way that people paying. I started believing that I was one that wouldn't make it. That gave me more reason to question pictures people painted. I stopped giving a fuck.